Hey y'all, welcome back for another live. Today I'm gonna make dinner with y'all. I'm making Philly cheesesteak pasta for the first time. I've never made it before. So yeah, we're gonna get into it and y'all can follow along. I will post the recipe later on my blog, probably like around 5 Central Standard Time this evening. So if you're interested in the full recipe, it'll be on simplysherry.com. I'll make sure to leave that link in the description so you guys can check it out later. So I already have my pasta on the stove cooking. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the meat. I hope that's a good view for y'all. Kind of adjust it a little bit. Turn the handle that way. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start on the meat. Well, actually, the first thing I did was start on the pasta, but next we're gonna start on the meat. So I'm just gonna add some oil, just a little bit. All right, once I got my oil in there, I'm gonna let it get a little hot. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my steak out the freezer. I had to add some oil to my noodles because they're boiling over. But this is the meat that I'm using. So it's the sirloin Philly steak, great value brand. I used this for the first time like a week ago. I bought 2 packs when I bought them, and I only cooked one. So we're gonna use this one for this pasta. And this is how it looks in the box or whatever. And we're gonna use all 4 of them. It has 4 patties in there. And we're gonna let these cook down until they're brown, and then we'll season it and add our vegetables. Welcome, welcome to the live. I'm making Philly cheesesteak pasta for the first time. Stirring my pasta that's on the stove. All right, so I got this up about halfway. Actually, it's a little bit over halfway. So we'll let that cook down for a little while. I hope y'all are having an amazing afternoon, evening, whatever time it is where you're at. I hope you're having a good day. So with my Philly cheesesteak pasta, I'm gonna do a side salad and breadsticks. So something simple. Hopefully this won't take too long for the meat to brown. I haven't cooked on this eye in a while, so I wish I could play my music while I cook on YouTube, but you know, they'll silence the video. Every time I'm in the kitchen cooking, I like to have my music up loud, blasting like I'm at the club, even though I don't club anymore. So I'm just grabbing a spoon so I can get ready to mix this up a little bit. So as we let, once it browns, we're gonna drain some of the fat off just a little bit, not all of it, but it's like a cheese sauce. Most of we, but we're not gonna use butter. We're just gonna use the oil from the steak. So this takes about 2 to 3 minutes on each side for it to kind of out. So give it a little bit more. Make sure you like share the time, and then if I can flip it over, I should have got a spatula, but I don't like messing up a lot of dishes, and I need a spoon, so we're just gonna use the spoon. All right, so that's browning up pretty good. We'll give it a few minutes to cook on that side. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my seasonings out the cabinet that I'm gonna use. Stir my pasta. My pasta on the stove should be almost done. All right, so I'm grabbing my seasoning. And the seasonings we're gonna use are really simple. I don't know what happened. I just walked back to my phone and it said use Wi-Fi or use cellular data. I don't know. But anyway, the seasonings I'm using are really simple. We're gonna use some onion, bell pepper, minced garlic, salt, pepper, and the W sauce. I can't say it. Worcestershire. This stuff. So we'll use that, and that's all I'm using for the seasonings. I don't know why this seems like the heat don't went away, but I turned it up a little bit. So we'll give it a few minutes to heat back up. Alexa, stop the timer. So that's our pasta timer. We're gonna go ahead and drain the pasta. Alexa, stop the timer. Alexa don't like me. She like my kids. Didn't quite get that. Tell me again. Stop the timer. See how she does? Alexa, stop the timer. Now, if one of my kids would have said it, she would have stopped on the first time. But I always got to say it 3 or 5 times. So I don't know. What happened, y'all? It's still hot, so I guess the meat just, because it was frozen, it'll heat back up in a second. That looks like a piece of fat, so I'm going to take it out. All right, let that cook down some more. And once it's all the way brown, we're going to go ahead and add our onion and bell pepper in. I'm draining my pasta down. So when you drain the pasta, you don't want to rinse it. Just let it sit to the side. Don't rinse it. So we'll let sit over there while we're working on the meat. I about want to get on my stove because this eye is just being crazy. We'll give it a few more minutes and see what it's gonna do. If not, we'll move it over to the stove. So I already got my oven preheating on 425. I'm gonna make some breadsticks. The side salad that I'm doing is actually already bagged. I don't have to do anything. I'm not adding anything to it. It's just a simple side salad with some ranch dressing. Let me see what else I need. I got my chicken, or my beef broth, and heavy whipping cream. Got my cheese. Okay, I got everything I need. Grab me something to drink real quick. Comment down below and let me know if y'all have ever tried Philly cheesesteak pasta before. I've never tried it, never cooked it. This is my first time, so hopefully it comes out good, y'all. If y'all hear me gulping in the background, I'm sorry. All right, so it looks like we got some heat going on. Not as much heat as I would like, but we got something going on, and it's all the way on max, y'all. It seems like every time I go to cook on live, something always going wrong. But we gonna keep it pushing. Y'all already know I'm gonna keep it pushing over here. We not gonna give up. So we'll give this a few more minutes. It smells good, and I haven't even seasoned it. Or I'm hungry, one. Thank you for joining the live. So I'll give this about 2 more minutes, and then I'll stir it again. What's that thing there? It's a mini stove, and it's very hot, so don't reach up there, please. Hmm? I got it. I don't need a little tiny chef today. I got it. Okay? Y'all know my little helper always gonna come in here. I don't think I'm gonna use this eye again. I'm gonna just set you guys up over on the stove because I like my heat when I'm cooking. I don't like to wait. No, sir. No, sir. No. Take it back. Come on. I'm back. Sorry about that. So I don't like how this heat is over here. It's a little too low. So I'm about to move us over to the stove. As soon as I said that, it sounded like it was trying to spark up a little something. But we still gonna go to the stove. So I got the stove on, the eye getting hot. And once I see it hot, we'll go ahead and transfer to the stove. One day when I have my professional setup, we won't have to go through all this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and transfer to the stove, and then I'll come back and get you guys and bring y'all to the stove with me. Gotta move my cord. I got the charger plugged in too. Give me a second. I have it set up. All right, there we go. Yeah. Uh-oh. Alright, I get it. Okay. Don't make no mess, okay? Alright, here I come. So now we got some action over here on the stove. So that kind of slowed me down a little bit, right? So we're going to pick it up. So next I'm going to go ahead and add my onion and bell pepper. You can use as much or as little as you like. I like a lot, as you can see. And we're going to just let that cook until they soften up a little bit. And it doesn't look like a whole lot of grease in the bottom of the pan, so it may not need to drain, but we'll see when we get, the onion and bell pepper cooked down a little bit. And if it needs to drain, we'll drain it a little bit. Let's put the spoon right here. Giving my pasta a little toss. I know pasta did start to stick a little bit. Moving everything over here by the stove. Alright, got everything over here. We'll give this like another 2 minutes. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of oil or grease from the meat, so we won't drain it. We're actually going to use that, some pretty good seasoning. Just recording some footage on my other phone so I can make a short later. Alright, so that's been about 2 minutes. So we'll go ahead and season now. So I'm gonna add some W sauce first. Not that much. I'm gonna add some minced garlic. Grab a spoon. I'm gonna use about a half a tablespoon of garlic, maybe a little over that much. I'm gonna add a little salt, a little pepper. I'm using just regular black pepper. My favorite is cayenne, but the kids gotta eat some, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this all a little stir. And give that a few minutes. You just want to cook it until you can smell the garlic. Alright, so the next thing on the recipe is we're going to add some beef broth. We're going to need 1 cup. I'm just grabbing my measuring cup and my can opener because I'm using a can of beef broth. I'm going to shake it up real good. And we're using 1 cup, so I won't use the whole can. But if I feel like the sauce turns out too thick, then I'll add a little bit more. Alright, one last stir. It smells so good. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all eating for dinner tonight. What are you cooking? I need some new things to try. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add the beef broth. I got to be really steady because I poured this to the rim. Alright, so we got that in there. We're going to let that kind of start bubbling a little bit. Now, once this kind of heats up, it only takes about a minute or two. We'll go ahead and add the heavy whipping cream, and then we'll add the cheese. And we are almost finished, y'all. It took us 30 minutes. It would have took less than 30 minutes. Y'all know we had our technical difficulties with the eye, so I won't cook with that anymore. We'll just come right over here to the stove top because I don't have time. I can't be wasting time. I like to get in the kitchen, cook, and be done with it. So it smells so good. I'm actually going to add a little Creole seasoning in here. I use Creole seasoning on everything, almost. And this is just personal preference. So if you don't want to use Creole, you don't have to. The recipe does not require Creole seasoning. But if you want to use some, you can. Alright, so we're going to turn the heat down a little bit, and then we're going to add in the whipping cream. We're going to use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And turn it down just a little bit more. And then once I add in the cream, we'll start adding in the cheese. Y'all, see, that's why I can't be doing reels and trying to cook at the same time, because I be wanting to get content. There we go. Let that heat up for a second. And then we'll start adding the cheese. I actually want to add some more whipping cream. Not a whole lot, just a little dab. I'm not even going to measure it. But just a little bit. About that much. I would say that's about another 1/4 cup. So 1 1/4 cup. And then we'll go ahead and add our cheese. So for the cheese, you really can use any kind of cheese that you would like. I am going to use mozzarella and provolone. So I'm going to add the provolone first because it's sliced. I didn't get the shredded kind. And we'll just add this on here and let it melt. It shouldn't take long for it to melt down. Alright. So it's melting pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and add the mozzarella. And you want to use about 1.5 cups. So I have a 2-cup bag that I got from Walmart, great value. And it was already open, we've used it. I made pizza with it earlier today. So I'm gonna just use the rest that's in this bag. But I've seen other people make it with like shredded Parmesan, but to each his own. You know, you can use whatever kind of cheese you want to use. And since it's Philly cheesesteak, you know, I love Philly cheesesteak, the flavor of it. So I'm gonna go with the provolone and the mozzarella cheese. So I'm gonna give this a stir so the cheese can melt down. And there I am again, y'all, forgetting to film my content. I wish I had somebody to do it for me while I was cooking. Because I didn't even film the first part when I was cooking the meat and the onion and the bell pepper. Like, I did not film any of it. But it's all good. It's all good. We'll make it again another day. So this is getting really cheesy. It smells so good. The garlic and the onion and bell pepper. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. And I'm going to turn this fan off too. Cheese sauce, y'all. Ooh, I can't wait to dig in. So now I'm going to go ahead and mix the pasta in. I'm making some Philly cheesesteak pasta. Help you. I think I got it. I think I got it. I believe I do. I do. I think we got it. You say we? I say I. All right, y'all. So I'm just going to mix this up until the cheese sauce is covering all of the pasta. Can you please get out of the sink? Thank you. Just keep folding it in. Oh, y'all, I can't wait to dig in. I still got to make the breadsticks though. Get my video. All right, so the last touch, I'm going to put it in the pan. I have an aluminum pan over here on the other side of the stove. Put it in the pan. I'm going to top it with a little bit more cheese. And I'm going to put it in the oven for a few minutes to let the cheese melt and brown a little bit. So I'm just going to take a little non-stick spray. Just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into the pan. Let me see. I'm going to knock y'all down. Take y'all off the charger because with the charger, you're not gonna reach over here. All right, so this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna just add some cheese on top and we'll put it in the oven for a few minutes. Let the cheese melt. You can leave it in there until it melts, or you can leave it in there until it turns brown on top. Whatever you prefer. I'm just getting my videos for the short. All right. Now, when I top it with cheese, I'm actually going to use mozzarella and shredded Parmesan, both. So I'm gonna just use a little of each. I'm not measuring it. I'm just gonna spread it on top and put it in the oven. I'm gonna start with the Parmesan cheese first. Making Philly cheesesteak pasta. A little bit more, and that's about enough. Now, why this cheese won't open? It's like they sealed the bag in the wrong spot. There we go. All right, so a little mozzarella. And then while this is in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and put the breadsticks in the oven too. All right, y'all. Cleaning up some of my mess. All right, so we'll go ahead and put this in the oven. Hold on, let me back y'all up so I can open the oven. Straighten y'all up. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. And we'll put the breadsticks in too. And I'm gonna sit here and wait on it, y'all, with y'all. I'm knocking y'all over again. We can sit here and wait until it's done so I can show y'all how it turned out. All right, here's our breadsticks. We'll go ahead and stick that in the oven. I have my oven on 425. Alexa, set a timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
We'll give that a few minutes. I'm gonna move y'all so we can check it out when it gets done. Give me a second. Let me adjust everything, y'all. I'm sweating. It's hot in here. But yeah. So we'll give it a few minutes and let the cheese melt. How you doing today? Thank you for joining the live. So I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. As I mentioned, this is my first time making Philly cheesesteak pasta, so I will put the recipe on my blog that I followed. It'll be up by 5 p.m. Central Time today, so if you want to make it in the future, you can head over there and get the full recipe. Let me see. I don't have anything because the salad is already ready. I just bought a bag salad. So I'll give the kids a little bit on their plate and add some ranch on top of it. I didn't slice up like any cucumbers or tomatoes or anything. It's just the bag salad. So, and that's what we're gonna have for dinner. So the Philly cheesesteak, pasta, breadsticks, and salad. This is the kind that I got. Premium romaine salad. So let me check on our stuff in the oven. It looks good, y'all. Not gonna lie. Have y'all tried it before? Let me know in the comments if you tried Philly cheesesteak pasta before. And also like this live. It helps me get in the algorithm. I really appreciate that. It is so hot in here with this kitchen on, with this oven on 425. And then I get a little nervous, but not as bad as I, used to be in the beginning when I would go live, but so yeah. Welcome, welcome. How y'all doing this evening? YouTube should really let us play music. I don't see why they don't. Do y'all know? Because I don't know. Yeah, no, maybe so. Well, I thank y'all for joining anyway. The garlic bread smells really good too. Not gonna lie. Handy dandy. I'm just gonna go ahead and fix the kids' plates. No, it's like 4 o'clock, so they had lunch around Probably like one. So I got them some salad. Let me get the ranch dressing. It should be almost ready. It was supposed to be 7 minutes. Alexa, stop the timer. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I'm not gonna let the cheese brown. Just let it melt over the top. And get something to sit it on because it's hot. I want to put this in the garbage. I only paid $7 for it though. From Family Dollar. They was having a going out of business sale and everything in the store was 50% off. So here we go, y'all. End results. Let me hold it up for y'all. Get a better grip. Hold on. How does it look? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some and put on their plates. And get my short footage. So hold on, give me a minute. When I say it smells so good, y'all, it smells so good. All right. Get the kids some breadsticks, and that is a wrap. I'm gonna move this back over to the stove, and then I'll give y'all a view of the plates. Put some ranch dressing on top, and then I'll let y'all see them. Hold on, let me turn y'all. I was only intending for this live to take 30 minutes, but we've been in here an hour, but it's all good. And that, my guys, is the final meal. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this live. Make sure you head over to simplysherry.com. Check out the description for the link, and then you can get this full recipe from my blog. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for your continued support, and I will catch you guys on the next one.